Hey guys, so today I'm doing a Sephora haul, and let's start with the item that I purchased. I bought the Sephora Pro Editorial palette, and I remember when I first found out about this, I had seen some videos and people were talking about this palette and the other two. There are three palettes, they're limited edition. They were designed by some makeup artists, and there's an editorial, a cool, and a warm. And when I saw those, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. My experience with Sephora eyeshadows, I bought a single Sephora eyeshadow one time. And honestly, I didn't really like it that much. So I immediately, when these came out, wasn't that interested. And then I saw some videos and I was like, I wonder. Because, you know, you can't always go by what you experienced in the past. Things change, different formulas come out, and so on and so forth. So the people who reviewed the palettes that I saw, they seemed to have mixed emotions about the palettes. So I thought, okay, you know, all the more reason not to get them. They have mixed emotions. They're limited edition. I don't really like to buy limited edition things because then I feel like I can't use it in a video over time or one after the initial release, because then you guys can't get it, and it's frustrating to see somebody use something that's limited edition in a video. You can't duplicate the look because a dupe is not always possible to find. So anyway, I don't know. I saw some pictures online, just really nice photographs of the palettes, and I kept looking at them on the Sephora website, and I caved. And oh, am I glad I did. This is not a review, so you know, I'm going to be kind of like all over the place with this video. I'm just showing you what I bought at Sephora. So this isn't like a full-fledged review. I don't want people saying, oh, how come you didn't tell us about this, or why didn't you do that? This is not a review. This is a haul. There are lots of great reviews on YouTube if that's what you want to see. So anyway, I'm really glad that I went against my initial instincts and purchased this, because so far I love it. Now, the reason why I bought this palette is because I wanted it for the cool toned matte shades that were in it. Actually, let me show you. This is the packaging that it comes in. It just says Sephora Pro, and then further down it says Pro Pigment Palette Editorial. If you're looking for this in store, make sure you check the stock on the Sephora website, because this is limited edition and most of the palettes have been sold at this point. I had to travel quite a ways to get to a Sephora that had this. So just make sure that you check the website stock before you go, because, you know, you might be wasting your time and gas. But anyway, these are on an end cap, or at least they were at the Sephora that I went to. If you're looking at the Sephora brand section, check the end caps right near there and you will probably find it. And they have palettes on display that are open. You can't swatch them though. They're in like a locked glass case. So you can't swatch them, but you can see what the palettes look like. So anyway, it comes in this cardboard box, and then on the back of the cardboard box it shows you all the colors. And I think I don't normally keep packaging from palettes, but I think I'm going to, just because I think this would be really handy to be able to do just a quick reference for a lot of different reasons. Rather than opening the palette, I can just grab it in the box and then flip it over and do a quick look of the colors and the names if I wanted to. And then you also get a booklet that is by the people who designed the palette. I guess there were several makeup artists involved in the design of this palette. One side is English, the other side is French, and they give you some suggestions for looks. I would encourage you to do what you want to do. You know, if you buy the palette, look at it and create your own looks. And then maybe when you get bored, then go to this, because honestly, I am not really fond of any of these looks that they're suggesting here. I think that's a really strange way to put together looks. I just don't really like any of the looks that they created. But you know, it's totally up to you. Different people like different things. So this is the palette itself. And when I purchased it, like I said, I wanted it for the cool matte colors. It has a plastic overlay that has the names of the colors on it. It has a very heavy, good quality mirror. And this is what the palette looks like. So you have a combination of mattes, metallics, there's a duochrome, there are all different finishes in here. So really, really nice variety of finishes, and also nice variety of colors, because you have colors that are bright, you have everyday wearable colors, you have some really pale colors, you have some colors that could be used as face highlights. Most of the top row could be used that way. I would say the first 5 shades in the top row would make fantastic face highlights, as well as eyeshadow highlights, of course. And I wanted it for the fuchsia and also the 2 purples that are next to it on the second row. Remember I was saying I was looking for a matte fuchsia that was eye safe? Well, this one didn't have any eye safe warnings on it anywhere on the literature or the website or anything, so I'm assuming that that fuchsia is eye safe. And then even that red. I have some red eyeshadows, but that red next to the fuchsia is very vibrant. I want to make sure I hold this palette with both hands. It's very heavy. If I try to point, I could drop it. Point to what I'm talking about. But I mean, you know your colors. And then as far as what I already have in my collection, there aren't a lot of duplicates here. I would say that maybe I have something like the matte aqua color and maybe the green. And of course I have some similar things, but as far as things that look just like this, I don't have a lot of dupes in my collection. So there's a lot of very unique, original things in here. And I'm really, really glad that I bought this. It was pretty expensive. I think it was $68, which is a lot for a palette that's not like a designer name or anything like that. But there are a ton of eyeshadows in here. So it's not like you're paying $68 just for a few. I mean, you're getting, 28 shades here. So that's a lot of colors to play with. And I really feel like it's a nice variety of colors. So it's funny because I really wanted this for, like I said, the cool toned matte shadows. But yet, today was the first day that I've used the palette. And what did I feel like doing? A warm toned eye look. So this is what I did on my eyes today. And just in case you're curious what I used this gold as my brow bone and inner corner highlight. It's not showing up too well. The true color of it is not showing up too well on camera. You know what? Let me show you on the box, because I feel like that's... Okay, it's called White Gold, and it's just a really, really shimmery gold. I mean, it looks truer on my face than it does in the box. I went kind of heavy on the inner corners, and then I blended it out a little bit as the brow bone highlight. I don't know, I just felt like doing it that way. And then I wanted to try out the duochrome. This is the one duochrome shade in the box, and it's like a green and gold duochrome, but not usually when greens are duochrome, they're green and brown. This is green and gold, so really pretty, and it's called Lou. And then, so I did that on the inner half of my lids, and then I used this right here, which is a, I would say metallic copper. It's not chunky though, it's smooth. So, but yet it has like a metallic-y finish to it. Let me check my notes and see. I had made some notes to myself about the different shadows and what finishes they were. Yeah, it's a metallic. So that was Hector E, and you can see that I use that in the crease and the outer portion of my lids. And yeah, very interesting that I decided to go warm the very first time I used this. But I love that there is a mixture in here. I didn't really, I'm not really interested in buying the other two palettes because they are just cool or just warm, and I like to bounce around. I'm not the kind of person that's only going to use warm toned eyeshadows or cool tone. I like to be all over the place. So in order to get the best bang for the buck, I'm really glad that I got the one that has both warm and cool in it. Now, on initial looking at this, you would think that you wouldn't be able to create a total look because of the types of colors that they use, but the more you look at it, the more you start to see some interesting combinations there. So I think I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. I'm really happy with this look that I did initially, but I've got lots of ideas for other looks that I want to do with this palette. So let me know in the comment section if you got this and what did you think? Are you happy with it? Because I've only used it today. So that's why I went to Sephora, was to get that. And then while I was there, I used 100 of my points, and I got a Urban Decay Vice liquid lipstick in the shade Amulet, and that is what is on my lips today. This might not be the perfect color to pair with this eye look, but I really wanted to try it because I was curious. These have been out now for what, a year? And I had seen some bad reviews on these when they first launched. Either I saw some reviews on YouTube or I read some on a blog. I can't remember now because that was a year ago. But if something is at that price point, then, you know, usually I do pay attention to the reviews and I don't just go out and buy it myself and form my own opinion because I don't like to return things. So if things don't get good reviews, I don't usually indulge. But I figured for 100 points at Sephora, why not? This was the perfect way to try it out. It says in the instructions to line your lips first with a lip liner. I didn't do that, and I didn't have any problems with getting definition without a liner, so I have no liner on. All I have on is my NYX Lip Primer, and this applied beautiful. And it feels nice. They did say in the instructions, though, to let it dry before you put your lips together. Don't press your lips together, let it set, and then you're good to go. It's supposed to be waterproof, long-lasting, intensely pigmented, comfortable on the lips. I did drink some water right before I turned the camera on, and I don't see any wear from that, so it is waterproof. Long lasting, I don't know, I've only had it on a short time. Pigmented, yes. I've got no liner underneath it, so very pigmented. And comfortable, yeah, I can't feel it on my lips at all. So I think one of the things that people were saying about these was that all the shades didn't apply the same. Like some colors applied nice and some didn't. So all I can tell you is that Amulet does apply nicely, and I really like this. And I would describe this as a mauve in terms of the shade, and it's definitely warm tone. That's why I thought maybe I could get away with wearing this with the eye look. I would say either a mauve or a plum, or maybe a combination of both. So thumbs up on the Urban Decay Vice liquid lipstick. I like that a lot. And then right before I was checking out, she said, oh, we have some free samples today of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. Would you like one? I said, sure, I haven't tried that foundation yet. She said, are you warm toned or cool toned? I said, definitely cool. So she kind of looked at me and then she gave me this. And this is shade R230. And I don't think that I have ever used a foundation that matched me as perfectly as this does. So big thumbs up on the shade matching. And I used to use Makeup Forever foundation a long time ago, but I haven't used one in years. So this came out probably about a year ago, around the same time I think those Urban Decay liquid lipsticks came out. And this is supposed to be specifically made for people who film videos and, you know, professional photography and, you know, just anybody that's in the industry. But of course, anyone can use it. But this applied so beautifully, and I actually tried it for the first time yesterday. I did film a video yesterday, but I deleted it because I didn't like it. So I used it yesterday and I used it today, and I think there's still some in there that maybe I can get a third use out of it. But I love this. This is a really nice foundation, and I am completely happy with it. Doesn't have any scent to it. It blended like a dream. You can build it if you want to. So really happy with this. But my God, the color match. Look at how perfect that is. I mean, it couldn't blend any better. I don't set my foundation with powder. So if you use a powder, then sometimes you can like adjust your makeup with either a powder or with a bronzer. But because I don't do that, it's important that I get a good shade match because I'm not adjusting it. And this is absolutely perfect for me. So yeah, that's R230. So those are the three things that I got at Sephora, and really happy so far with everything that I got. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys, thanks for watching.